Good morning, YouTube land. I just wanted to muse about something really quick. How do you know if I am emotional? Well, first off, I just want to say that if you use a different function from another person, okay, let's just talk about what is emotional, what is like over emotional. Okay, let's say over emotional. What does over emotional even mean? It means that the emotion is larger than the thing that you're reacting to, right? It is almost like an overcompensation, an over response, an overreaction to the thing that you're reacting to. So why would one think that another is being emotional or over emotional whenever you don't know what they're reacting to because it's their experience, right? Have you lived their experience? Because if you have, please comment below. And so I think that the main thing that makes people find other people emotional is whenever they don't understand them. Or if they think they understand them and they think they know what they're reacting to, they could really, really just be like, you're being emotional. The thing is that part of this doesn't even have to do with type. Like, the thing that has to do with type is that it's a very common thing, and I might make a video about this separately, but FI users find FE users to be over emotional, and FE users, believe it or not, find FI users to be over emotional. But it's different. Like, for example, whenever I tend to find someone, okay, but obviously the conventional definition of that is me, over emotional. This is the conventional definition or whatever. But whenever I look at others and find them over emotional, it's often because I see that there's a lot of emotion built up inside that they aren't sharing, or that they aren't letting flow through, or that they are using to, that is holding them back due to fear. Like, I see that as like, ooh, they got a lot of emotions they're working through that are kind of holding them back. Like, that's like kind of my reaction. And you know what? That reaction's wrong with me because I don't know what they're going through, and I don't know them. And the thing is that if you find someone else emotional, you have to realize that they're reacting to the thing in their life. They're reacting to something that is completely subjective, that you can never know what it is because you're not them. That's, you know, what I would like to call basic human respect, is understanding that we all have our own different experiences and respecting that. But, you know, a lot of people don't do that. So I wanted to just make this video to let you know, when am I emotional? I would say out of all my videos, the only time that you've ever seen me emotional is in my video about vulnerability, my video about that I got in a car wreck, and probably the INTP video. A lot of people commented being like, about INFPs, like, oh, like, you must be really sad about this. I actually really wasn't. I was just channeling like all the experiences that I've had, and I was like trying to just explain to the best of my ability. And my last video where I was just talking about a concept, that's about the farthest away from emotional as I could be, honestly. There's a difference between emotional and expressive. I'm an expressive person. Like, right now, like, you might even think, oh, is she mad that people thought she was over emotional? No, I'm just talking. Like, this is how it is when I talk. And you can feel free to disagree if you think she's lying, she's actually emotional, and blah blah blah. Like, go ahead and do that, but I'm just not gonna agree with you. Like, again, another basic human, like, respect thing is agreeing to disagree, agreeing that people have different opinions, people have different realities. It's respect. But yeah, it's interesting. And I don't even know, I'm sharing this out of the desire for those who want to learn about why I am the way I am. This is not a defense. This is not because I'm upset that people think that I act emotionally. It just is quite curious to me. If you lived in my brain, in my body, my entire life, you would realize how often people would be like, oh, are you okay? Or, oh, are you emotional? Whenever I felt like I was just talking like, let's just look at what am I reacting to? I'm reacting to fucking life, and life is crazy. Like, do you not think that life is crazy? Do you not think that life is unbelievable and magical and weird and all these things? Like, what do you think it is? What are you reacting to? Like, that's what I want to know. In fact, whenever I'm really excitable about something, it means I'm really excited about the topic. And I wish I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna say, also disclaimer, like, if you just followed this channel because you want me to be like, here's the difference between ENFP and ENFJ, or let me tell you about blah blah, I don't even know, blah is not a good example because it's nothing. I know you guys want to know what I actually mean. If you want to know the same basic comparison videos or description videos, there are other channels that you can go to, but what I'm going to be giving you is some of the things that I have noticed about types. Like, I want to share myself in something. Like, I'm not just going to say what has already been said. Okay, that doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you my, okay, I understand that I've been confusing. This doesn't mean that I'm not going to tell you about comparisons or descriptions if I feel like it. But basically, I'm not going to just be talking about the same damn thing that you can find 10 other places. I want to create something new. I'm going to share information that I've learned. I'm going to point you into directions of other ways to get information. I'm going to share my observation, my experience, my opinions. But I'm not going to tell you the same damn thing. Like, I'm not. Like, this is one of the biggest issues I have with a lot of the Myers-Briggs community. I'm going to be talking about, well, one, I'm going to be talking about other things besides Myers-Briggs because I have other interests. This is my channel. This is not, like, I'm not a Myers-Briggs, like, I don't know. I'm not, my name is not Myers-Briggs. I didn't create the damn test. But anyway, one of the biggest issues I have with the Myers-Briggs community is that there are a few, okay, a lot of people I love, but there are some outlier people that use the test for, because they don't know themselves and because they want to cling to some sort of thing to tell them who they are, and they just want to be told who they are without critically thinking about it. And this is a channel for critical thinkers. I just want to say, like, I loved a lot of the comments on my astrology video from people that disagree with me, and, like, disagree with me, like, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna be offended if you disagree with me, like, but this is a channel for critical thinking, different opinions. Like, I don't understand why people think that whenever I have an expression on my face, and that means that the feeling inside is somehow ridiculous or crazy, because I've chosen to show you what my reactions are and my feelings, like, as an ENFJ. it's pretty silly. I don't know, like whenever I make just like little ranty videos, like I promise you that it's not like I'm so ticked off at this NE user, I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. Like, that's not what it is. I'm like calmly driving, like, this could be a good video. I don't talk about this much. And then I just like, hey, like, that's just who I am. And I hope that anyone on this channel is interested in, one, who I am, and two, what is an ENFJ. Because I will tell you, there are not many ENFJs on the internet. If you have looked at ENFJ discussions and you think that that's an ENFJ, that's not. That's an ENFP. He's an ENFP. If you're curious about what an actual ENFJ looks like, then you can watch me. But don't try and like tell me to change, or like, in fact, you know what? Tell me whatever the hell you want, but I'm not going to change, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna share what I want, and I'm coming from a place of curiosity, and I hope that, and I'm coming from a place of curiosity, critical thinking, and openness for different views, and I sure hope that you are too.